The committee on parole is called back to order. The time is 10:36. Our next case is Mr. James Montgomery. Mr. Montgomery, would you give me your full name and DOC number, please?
James Montgomery, 361575, sir.
Mr. Montgomery, this is a parole revocation hearing. I want to explain our process to you. First, we're going to cover your parole revocation questionnaire. Do you have that in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then after we cover that, I'm going to go through the alleged violations and how it's alleged that you have violated your parole. I'm going to ask you to plead either not guilty, guilty, not guilty with the statement, or guilty with the statement. Do you understand our procedure?
Yes, sir.
We then will have a hearing. We'll discuss with you the facts of what happened. And then you'll have an opportunity to speak to the board and then we'll vote.
Yes, sir.
Your parole revocation questionnaire, would you take a look at it, please? Is that your signature at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Dated March the 14th of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Are those answers, were those answers accurate when you signed that?
Step number one, because I had a major surgery. I had tubes and I had surgery on my private part, and I had tubes. I had to learn how to walk again.
Okay.
I had to learn how to walk out in the hospital.
When did you have that surgery?
I think it was like last year. I had pneumonia. I stayed in the hospital 2 months.
Okay. Now, were you taking any kind of medication?
No, the medicine that I was on in there, I have a sickness.
Now?
I got a sickness. I have HIV.
Okay. Are you ready to proceed today? Do you feel like you can go forward with your hearing today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to read you the allegations. Number 3, on April the 17th of 2019, a parole warrant was issued due to you absconding supervision. On February the 26th of 2023, it is alleged that you were involved in criminal activity in the commission of the offenses of domestic abuse battery in East Baton Rouge Parish. You changed your address without permission from your parole officer. How do you plead to those allegations?
I plead guilty with a statement.
All right.
I was going through a divorce.
Well, we're going to let you give your statement in just a minute. There are a few other things I need to read in.
Okay.
A violation of number 4, on February the 26th of 2023, it is alleged that you were involved in criminal activity in the commission of the offenses of domestic abuse battery in East Baton Rouge Parish. You were billed with misdemeanor domestic abuse battery. On May the 4th of 2023, you pled guilty to the reduced charge of simple battery and was sentenced to 90 days in jail and given credit for time served. How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, sir.
And finally, you are currently in arrears in the amount of $4,036 towards your supervision fees. How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, sir.
Mr. Montgomery, your case has been assigned to Ms. Pearl Wise. Would you please answer any questions she might have?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm well. How you feeling?
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it.
Good.
Just trying to make it. Every day is a blessed day, you know?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Give us
Yes,
your
ma'am.
statement as to number 3. You said you had a statement.
Hold on, you gotta tell it back to me.
The one about absconding supervision and until you got absconded April 17th of 19 until you got arrested on 2/26 of 23.
Well, I was going through a divorce with the scandal. I was going through a divorce, so the woman who I was staying with, I couldn't go back to our house. You know what I'm saying? So I was like rock bottom. I landed me a job. That's where I've been working. You know what I'm saying? I'm a supervisor at AAA tire shop on Airline. That's why I'm working there. I still have my job. You know what I'm saying? I've been in jail, but I still have my job for whenever I get out. I'm a supervisor.
So your statement is, let me make sure I got it right. Your statement is you didn't report, you stopped reporting in April of 19 because you got a divorce and you were just busy working.
Yes, ma'am. I had fell rock bottom. I ain't had no way to get across the river. I ain't had no way to get back and forth across the river. My parole is in West Baton Rouge. I didn't really have no transportation to get back and forth across the river.
What about a telephone?
Yeah, I was around the telephone. I was around the telephone. But you know, I ain't have all that up there to really, you know what I'm saying? I was at Woodlake. I was at Woodlake in Abbeville. I did an inpatient program. I had to go stand.
I saw that in the record. You were very compliant. You tested positive for drugs. Since
Yes,
you brought it
ma'am.
up, we talked about it, I think October. And
Yes, ma'am.
and then the officer told you to go through treatment and you did it and you completed it. And,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
everything was straight.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you got another domestic situation. You got out of jail on that, and then that's when you stopped reporting.
Yes, ma'am.
You just stopped. Did you ever, so your SSI never got reinstated this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
That's why I had hit like rock bottom. I know everything. I just ran across some hard times, you know. I ran across some hard times.
Yes, sir. All right, that's all I had, Chairman.
Thank you very much.
Question.
Yes, Ms. Jackson.
Ms. Montgomery, where's your family?
My mama staying in Gaza. I pretty much been on my own, you know. I pretty much been on my own, stayed in and out of jail, you know. But I finally had found me a job. That's the only thing I got going for me.
Why aren't you connected with your family? Family is very important. When you fall on hard times, usually you can go to your family to help you. Why don't you have that kind of family?
Yeah, well, my mama, she kind of elderly, you know, and she like trying to zoom in like on this. She don't really know how to do all that. So I
know,
I don't want to worry or nothing like that.
But why didn't you go try to live with your mama when you became homeless?
Cause I really wasn't gonna be able to I had to get a job to try to, you know, get myself together, you know. That's why I stay working. I've been working for like 4 years, 5 years. That's why I had to walk to work before I could get me a little ride. I got a little ride now. It's at the job now, but I could get around now. But I had to get myself back together, you know. I just was eager to get myself on track.
Well, where would you be living?
145 North 26th Street at my auntie house. 145 North 26th. I was at my grandma's house on Amarillo Street, but I had to go to cause my grandma, she done got too old. So she's staying with my auntie now. So I had to go to my auntie. Cause where I was living at, I got a protective order. I can't go there. That's where all my belongings at. So I can't go back there, you know. So I got to go to my auntie house whenever I do just get out.
Okay, all right, thank you, that's all.
Mr. Montgomery, is there anything you'd like to say before the board votes?
It's really, you know, I put it in God's hand. I you know, too much I could say, you know. I messed up, you know. I made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. I messed up by not reporting and doing what I needed to do, you know. But I was in a bad predicament. But I just go to work. That's the only way I could get myself out of the jam, you know. I've pretty much been on my own. I ain't pretty much. Mom, she be there if I call her, but I don't want to worry about nothing. It's something that I dug a hole for myself. You know what I mean? I dug a hole for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it be on me to get myself out of it. I don't need her, can't send me no money. I can't worry for nothing like that. For something I did. You know what I'm saying? Be already enough stress on me.
Thank you, Mr. Montgomery. Ready to vote?
Yes.
Ms. Wise?
Mr. Montgomery, your officer had demonstrated that they were willing to work with you. When you tested positive for drugs, y'all worked it out.
Yes, ma'am.
It's unfortunate that you just didn't want to work with your officer because that's your freedom. You know,
Yes,
working with just say, I'm here, I can't. Officer got a car. They can come see you. They can come see you. You just got to give them something to work with and not just skip out. I don't know what all was going on. I don't know what all was going on, but for me, my vote is to revoke your supervision, based on the fact that you pled guilty to all allegations, but I'm just one vote. Best wishes to you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Wise. Ms. Jackson.
Ms. Montgomery, I'm willing to take a chance on you. Seems like you are, to the best of your ability, trying. So my vote would be do not revoke, return to supervision, since you seem to have stable housing now.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Mr. Montgomery, I've listened to your interview. I've listened to what happened here, and I understand both of my colleagues' position. I just think that you need some more work. My vote is to revoke today, so good luck to you.